What's up, everyone? Hope you've had a great new year. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Robert. If you are new around here, if you have been here for a while, welcome back to the channel. But with 2022 quickly approaching, and who knows when you're watching this, it could already be here, I decided it's time to do a new what's in the bag. I'm gonna have some big changes going into 2022, so I wanted to actually show those to you guys and get you guys some numbers so you kind of know what we're going to deal with throughout 2022 and what we're going to compare these things to. So, since it's a little rainy out today, I'm going to head to one of my favorite places, and that's PGA Tour Superstore, get some numbers on their launch monitor, and I'll see you guys there. Weather cleared up, but we made it to the PGA Tour Superstore. Let's go see what these clubs that I have can actually do. Got some pretty good numbers there. You can see this was a 75-yard shot that I was going for. Good backspin number there. 9170. Launch angle, not bad. Big ball speeds there. Now, I was launching it much higher than my Strixons, spinning a ton less. I managed to pick up about 4 or 5 yards here. On the really big shots, they go even further. Dealing with here with the driver. Ball speed could be a little bit higher, but pretty straight. Not much side spin. 1812. You could see a little bit more spin coming out of the driver, but that's pretty good right there. Okay, so heading into 2021, I got these wedges that actually showed up on my timeline. I got these Rtx Zip Core Wedges. They were pretty new when I got them. I got the black finish in the 58 degree, and I actually have the chrome finish in the 54. So right there you can see, and I do that so I know that I'm actually holding the correct club. Nothing worse than thinking you're hitting a 54 and you're actually hitting the 58. There's nothing like overshooting the green because you did something dumb like that. So they're getting a little worn. The black looks a lot worse than the 54 does. The 58 looks a lot worse than that 54 does. And so these are probably the biggest candidate to get changed in 2022. After the 58 to 54, I actually play a 50-degree gap wedge. And rather than doing anything too crazy, I actually have moved from the CBX to the Callaway Mac Daddy CB. For no other reason than I got a good deal on this club. I really like it. Having something this big cavity back is nice with a full swing, because you get a lot of the forgiveness without sacrificing too much in terms of playability. So I can open this up a little bit. I can play half shots, full shots, but I get a lot of forgiveness in it when I do decide to hit a full shot with this wedge. All right, so right here is where we are getting a lot of our biggest changes in 2022. Starting in 2018, I began playing with some Strixon. It was a split cavity set of the 7 and 5s, the 7.65s and the 5.65s. We had that split set, but they were getting kind of old, and I told my wife that I wanted my I wanted to go get fit for new irons and get some really cool looking clubs that I would love to play. And it was just kind of time for some new clubs, in my opinion. With this being my hobby and something I like to do, it's nice to make an investment in your golf bag. Well, one day I was at PGA Tour Superstore and I was just kind of looking around, and I saw these for $499.99, and I couldn't help but grab them. So what we got here are the Honma TWX irons. It's a hollow body. You can see it's kind of a thicker sole than I am used to, but I actually kind of like it. And what's also nice though is that sole may be a little bit thicker, but the head is more compact. So it's a shorter club length or head length than my Srixons were. I'm seeing about 5 or 6 yards in terms of distance gain. I've lowered spin, I've raised launch, and ball speeds have begun to hit stupid numbers for a 7-iron. So when I got these, I knew that I wanted to do something pretty cool with them, and I wanted to keep my red and white recoil prototype 95s. I love this shaft. The shaft feels really good. It matches. The red and white is a cool color combo for me. And with the money I saved on getting these heads for $499, I was able to get some pretty cool ferrules here. So those ferrules are pretty cool. The red and white match the shafts. And then I took that money and I got myself some of these really cool Gripmaster grips. So they are leather grips. I got an incredible deal on them off Facebook Marketplace. So all in all for these irons, I was expecting to spend about $1,500 with being custom fit for them and all of that, but I'm actually right around $700 for these. So great value in these clubs. I'm picking up distance. Control's getting there as well. All right, so let's move a little bit towards the top of the bag and let's go hybrid. All right, so this hybrid right here, with these new irons, I was really struggling on what I was going to do at this 5-wood position, this 19-degree hybrid. I already had a 19-degree hybrid, but to be honest, I didn't like the way it was feeling lately. I wasn't hitting those shots as well as I was before, so really wanted to try something new, and I tried this CBX, and literally I cannot mess with it right now. So it's got its stock shaft in it. I mean, it's a Project X even flow in a 6.0 stiff. So it's really nothing too crazy right now, but I'm hitting it really well. And so I'm going to keep playing it. This club right here, my 3-wood, is actually one of my favorite club stories of 2021 for me personally. So I had a M5 that I liked, but I just began to fall out of love with it, right? I couldn't hit it. I wasn't swinging it well. And so I went and I tried something else. In fact, I tried the CBX 119 and I didn't like it either. And I figured I like the sound of the M5 more. I like the feel of the M5. I like the results of the M5 when I hit it well. And so what are we doing here? Let's just go back and get an M5. So I actually took the CBX back, got a little bit of trade-in credit for it, and there happened to be this M5 sitting right there. So I decided, let's go back to what we love. Go back to the one that you originally fell in love with. Beneath this Ping limited edition PGA Championship head cover, we have a Hepler Tomcat 14. So heading into the year, it was actually between a White Hot OG, so the White Hot OG from Odyssey, and my Adele putter. But halfway through the season, I got my hands on this bad boy right here, and let me tell you, it has changed my putting. I try other putters, and for the first time in my life, I actually got a compliment on my putting. So it actually sets up pretty nice, pretty square. Decided to put the Super Stroke on it. I hate Super Stroke grips, but I just hit this thing so well. You're looking at the Pistol GT 2.0 on it, and it just sets up really nice. The red and white combination, I think it looks pretty good. The Pistol seems to fit pretty well in my hand, but this putter playing at 33 inches has just been a game changer for me. So what we got with driver is the Ping G410 Plus. It's got 9-degree. We lowered the loft a little bit. Weight is set in its neutral setting. Nothing too crazy with this, but at the end of 2020, I knew the G425 was coming out, and I wanted a new driver, and I took this out, and I tested it against pretty much every 2020 driver and every 2021 driver that was out there last year in December. So, took it out there, gave it a spin, and I hit this one just as well as I hit the other Ping and all the other 2020 and 2021 clubs. So I said, let's save a couple of bucks and grab this. Now, I hate the way it sounded fresh out of the package. It's very high-pitched, tinny, things like that. But the money I saved from buying this one over the 425, I used to go to a local shop, get a little bit of hot melt added to the face just to kind of quiet it down. We also moved it a little bit forward, and so that gave me just a little bit of lower spin with it as well. And in terms of shaft, we are looking at a UST Mamiya prototype. I'm pretty certain that this became a Link shaft, and it is a Link purple from everything I can garner. It's really nice. I love the way it feels, and I get really good numbers with it. So if it works, why change, right? All right, so that's my bag for 2022. And as I do testing throughout the year, these are the clubs that the new clubs are going to be competing against. Like usual, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, hit the notification icon so you know when I post a new video. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff in 2022. I hope you have a happy new year. Hit them straight. Have a happy new year.